Hi there, Jerod Moyer with Bankers Compliance Consulting. Do you struggle with commercial lenders and compliance? And look at that, I can't even do that with a straight face. I tell you what, I've been working through my American Bankers Association presentation that I'm doing here in the coming months, and it has to do with commercial compliance and some of the hotspot areas there. And oftentimes, compliance officers and banks just in general struggle with compliance in the commercial lending space. And I want to introduce a concept here that I think is pretty simple. Sometimes we don't think about it, so we don't do it as often as we should. But I think what it'll do is it'll help with some of those upcoming changes that we need to implement in the commercial side. And I'm talking about if you happen to be lucky enough to be a HMDA bank, there is some HMDA things that are both good, positive for the commercial lenders, and some things that they might find a little bit negative, and the best way to approach that. The other big one is May of next year brings us to the customer due diligence of beneficial owners, which is really going to flip their world upside down a little bit, at least from a customer service standpoint. And anyway, I want to help you with trying to get them to buy in. And so the concept is trying to build on that relationship with those commercial lenders. Again, I know the perception is, they don't think, and our perception is we don't believe they think that compliance happens in their world. But I think if we took a little bit different approach, maybe we could help build that relationship a little bit better. And so the concept is spending time on their side of the desk, or another way to put it is walking a mile in their shoes. And so when you go to roll out these new HMDA requirements, when you go to roll out these or implement the customer due diligence of beneficial owners, before you say you're going to do this, you're going to do that, this is how we do it, I would encourage you to go spend time on their side of the desk. And have them explain to you how the account opening process works. Watch what they do. Ask questions. Get them to ask questions of you. Same thing with the HMDA implementation. Find out what's their heartache. What's their concerns. Walk that mile in their shoes. What that's going to do is a couple things. It's going to hopefully help you build that relationship by earning an enhanced level of trust. And the other thing is you get some buy-in. And even if you know how it needs to be laid out, getting them to give input, even if it's the same input you would have had, gets them some ownership in it. And so I encourage you to go spend time with those commercial lenders and work on that trust, that building that relationship. I think it'll help you go farther and enhance your program. So good luck with some of those things, and hopefully you found this helpful. Thanks.